Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, Cycling in the Land of Venice, from the Venice Garden to the Dolomites. This is, of course, another webinar promoted by the Italian National Tourism Board of US and Canada. Of course, before we started, thank you very much to all the attendees that once again, you are taking your time off of your day, choose to stay with us and learn more about Italy, and specifically today, once again, about the beautiful region of Veneto. So thank to our US friends as well as Canadian, but also I can see once again our friend from down south, Mexico and Puerto Rico. Thank you very much. We are very happy to have you here. Now, this is the fourth on the multi-part series of region of Veneto. And Veneto region is so rich in content. We had to create so many different webinars, and this is, of course, today a very specific one. You see it from the title. We talk about cycling. If you're not up to cycling, this is not your webinar. This is what we are talking about today, how to connect with the extraordinary itineraries by cycling through it. But before we do so, once again, a welcome video from the region of Veneto. So just to set the mood right, and then we dive into the presentation. So let's show the video of the region of Veneto. Very well. So we set the mood right. Now let's talk about cycling in Veneto. I just so you know, you can sympathize with me just because I want to make sure that the connection was right. This morning I biked from Brooklyn all the way here, and I sweat. I don't say what, just because of you. So I hope you appreciate it. I have a beautiful Cannondale, and this is like 30 degrees Celsius. So I get right to the presenter. So we have two beautiful presenters. You see it now, it says Julia. Of course, one is Julia, one is not. You pick one, which one is not. But of course, we have today the director of the Destination Management Organization Dolomites, Giuliano Vantaggi. Thank you very much for being with us, Giuliano. And then, of course, we also have the president. Ciao, Giuliano. And we have the president of Cycling in the Venice Garden Business Network, Giulia Casagrande. Ciao, Giulia.
Hello. Hi, hello.
Perfect. So I know we have an unique time. I'm not gonna waste any more, more time and make people boring. Giuliano, welcome. Tell us why cycling in Veneto. Why so beautiful? Take her away.
Yeah, because ciao from Italy, because we live in the best region of Italy. It's important to see to stay. And my province is first of all where we are. My province is served by two airports: the airport of Venice and the airport of Treviso, 90 kilometers from the Dolomites, and we are 100 kilometers from Venice, from the port of Venice. and by train 1 hour and a half by Venice. So you can know in this case where we are. Regarding bike tourism, we have two important products. The first product is the legendary climbs of Giro d'Italia, because in our province is very, very important to remember that the Giro d'Italia Tour is the most important races in the Dolomites. And we have dedicated various ascent to various champions regarding cyclism. And we have dedicated, first of all, the 3 Peaks of Lavaredo to Eddie Merckx, the Cannibal. For American is the Cannibal. And we have dedicated other passes to other fantastic cyclists, as well as Miguel Indurain for Campolongo Pass, or Fausto Coppi, a champion of the past, for Pordoi Pass. And it's important to remember that we have dedicated the Fedaia Pass to Marco Pantani, the pirate, because for us is a legend. And this ascent is incredible, because we have various services for the tourists, because you can do these passes as a professional cyclist and as a normal cyclist, as well as me. For the cyclist with e-bike, as well as I am, so you can reach the top of the pass and eat in incredible restaurant with a panoramic scenery, and you can see the best of the UNESCO Dolomites World Heritage. So you can appreciate the various part of the Dolomites. Regarding the other passes, I can give you some informations. The best pass for me is the Jau Pass, because Jau Pass is the most important pass regarding the UNESCO site, because from the Jau Pass you can see above, you can see about 30% of the UNESCO Dolomites World Heritage.
Oh, wow.
Because you can see the part of Cortina d'Ampezzo and the part of Agordino Valley. And is dedicated to Laurent Fignon, because in the past, in the cyclism of the past, Laurent Fignon has a crisis in the Jau Pass, and we have dedicated to him this pass. Important for Spanish people in USA is the ascent of the Nevegal, dedicated to Alberto Contador. That is the famous gunfighter cyclist, and for the USA, for the Spanish in USA, is very, very important. And the last one that I can show you is the Croce d'Aune Pass, because in Croce d'Aune there is an incredible story, because an old man create the mechanism of for the bike to
shift gear.
The gear.
The gear to
Yes.
to be easy the pass for the cyclism. Okay.
Okay, so he created a mechanism for shifting gears. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Tullio Campagnolo has invented
Is
this
the Campagnolo? Yes, of course. Our
in
they know it.
1922. So at the end I can show you in the video the Croce d'Aune Pass, so you can see the pass where the gear is invented.
Wow,
Okay.
fantastic, absolutely. Just give me, before you launch the video, how long does it last, this tour that you've been talking about now, the one about that you just mentioned?
How long does this
last? Does it last beginning to end? How long does it take to do it?
For the pass or for the old passes?
For the old passes, if somebody wants to do the whole thing.
But to make all the passes, I think you can you can take 5 days for to see every passes of the Dolomites.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Perfect. Okay, sorry, it's just a curiosity because I think it's extraordinary, and it's one of the things that people love about watching, Tour de France, of course, the Giro d'Italia, just to have this incredible, just breathtaking view. And like you said, everybody can do it now with the e-bike, so it's you can feel for a day to be one of those
Yes.
like great climber. Awesome, perfect,
Okay.
very good. Do you want to watch the video now? Are we gonna watch the video?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Let's see it. Brings back memory because I remember sitting with my dad to see some of those thing live. I was alive to see some of those beautiful, beautiful stage. Fantastic, fantastic. I mean, it really is an extraordinary thing, and then now be able to actually do it and see them live. I think it's one of a kind experience. Thank you, Giuliano.
Thank you all. And now I can you present the second product.
Yeah.
Because for us it's very, very important also the bike tourism in the cycle routes. And we have 2 international cycle routes that are very, very important for Belluno province and Treviso province. And the first one is the cycle route that starts from München to Venice.
Yep.
And after the beautiful city of Bartholz, Achensee, Brenner Pass, Brunik, you arrive in Veneto in Cima Banche Pass, and you arrive in the gate, in the most important gate of the Dolomites, because you are at the top of Cortina d'Ampezzo, and from there you can see the valley of Cortina d'Ampezzo is the most important valley for us.
Yeah.
And if it is possible, I share the video.
Sure, please. You. So let's see the map. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you see?
Very good. And now I can see Julia's desktops, but I see, yeah, just put up the map so we can see it.
So it's good.
I see something that says brochure Salite Giro English, so I think you have to get to the page with the map.
Okay. Okay.
So this is just so that we know, this is something that we are the agents are able to download, isn't it? This is your e-brochure.
So? No,
Okay.
Quello con la mappa o con il monaco?
No, con la monaco.
Ok. Vai giù. Basta che... Esatto.
You see or not?
Yeah. I see everything that you're doing. I see you're scrolling down. I can see now Munich-Venice cycle route.
Okay, perfect. As I say, you can start from Munich and you reach to Bartholz, and then Achensee, the part of Innsbruck, Brenner Pass, Pustertal Valley, and you arrive in the Cimabanche Pass in the top of Cortina d'Ampezzo, in the top of the valley of Cortina d'Ampezzo. So you can see the best part of the Dolomites, because here in Cortina d'Ampezzo you can see the city of the Olympic Games of the 1956 and the next Olympic game of 2026. And in Cortina d'Ampezzo we present the city, and we're speaking about the various incredible part of Cortina, as well as the gastronomy. You can prove the casunzier. Casunzier is a typical dish of the Valle del Boite, or you can see the museums in Ampezzo Valley. Above all, the paleontological museum is incredible because of the fossil coral.
Yep.
And you can see from Cortina the spectacular part of the Dolomiti d'Ampezzo Natural Park, and the city, the fashion part of the city of Cortina, that is Corsa Italia. Then the cycle route go down in the Valle del Boite, and you can appreciate various things. Above all is beautiful the scenery that you can see from San Vito to Mount Pelmo and Croda del Lago, that is the system #1 of the UNESCO part of the Dolomites. And you can see fantastic little churches, as well as the churches of Vinigo, that is the churches painted by the school of Titian. And you arrive across the valley to Pieve di Cadore. Pieve di Cadore is the city of the Titian, and you can see the Titian's house. And next to Pieve di Cadore, you can see another incredible little town that is Cibiana di Cadore. The town that paints its own history is the name is the name of Cibiana di Cadore. And you can see the place where
Sorry, murales, is that what I'm seeing?
Murales.
Yes,
Murales.
beautiful. Wow. Yeah. So those are sorry, just so I understand, those are the locals who painted those things, or there are artists that are invited to do so?
Yes, you have 60 artists of the world in 20 years, and you can go by bike across the little way of the town of Cibiana, and you can see the murales.
Fantastic. But beautiful.
Another way, another connection with the USA is this one of the gastronomy, because from Peaio di Vodo di Cadore, in Peaio di Vodo di Cadore was born the inventor of the ice cream cone in New York at the beginning of the 19th century. And
that's awesome.
Italo Marchioni in New York has invented the ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone, cool.
Then you can go down from Pieve di Cadore along the river Piave, the most important river, the sacred river for Italy because of the World War I. And you arrive in Belluno, the principal city, the capital of the Dolomites, and you can see the city and the history of the city, and you can see various museums. So above all, the Fucci's Palace, the new museum of
beautiful.
And you can prove as well the Alpago lamb is a particular meat of Alpago. And you can prove other sports as well as kite surf in Santa Croce Lake.
Wow.
Then after a visit of Feltre, because we can do a visit from Belluno to Feltre in the eastern and western part of the river Piave, you can come back to Belluno and then go to the Santa Croce Valley. And from the Santa Croce Valley, the Munich-Venice arrive in the province of Treviso. So I
Gotcha.
can show you a video of of our part, and then Julia explain the other part of the Munich.
He will take
Venice.
over and finish the tour. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Giuliano. Let's take a look at the video.
Lo fate andare voi, sì?
Yeah. It's give it a second. Impressive, beautiful. Absolutely.
It's me then, no?
Perfect. So here you are. Hi, Julia. So
Hi. So I take you from the last, I'd say 20 seconds of the video.
yeah,
Because there it starts Vittorio Veneto. I'm going to put on a map. So if
Yeah.
I can have the screen, thank you very
Sure.
much.
It's coming right up. Perfect.
Okay. The beautiful things of the Treviso area, they are going to be on the next video. But before, I want to explain where we are.
Okay. Perfect.
Because Giuliano was impressive with images, but I prefer to go this and then show you. We start from this point, which is called Vittorio Veneto.
Yeah.
And more or less a little bit before, but Vittorio Veneto is the main city, and it's important for us because it's on the Piave River, which was, as Giuliano said, the most important river on the First World War. Then you go down from there for more or less 40 to 50 kilometers, and you can either go straight and then arrive in Treviso, or pass through this area, which is the Montello area, in which the most adventurous of the people can just try downhill and everything else correlated, because we have brand new downhill installations, which is a work on, and it's a brand new for us. Then you follow the bike path, which is well signalated, and it's well mapped, which is a really important thing, because especially if you talk with the northern tourists, there was one thing they were lamented, which was that the bicycle paths of our area were new and then not fully signalated. No, sure. You can be sure, you can be really, really happy and just drive and go with relax. Then you arrive in Treviso, which is called Little Venice due to its canals and small bridges, and which it was a Venetian city. Therefore, you have a little bit of Venice. From Treviso, you can choose your route and go by two routes, bike paths. You can go this one, follow the Sile River, which is a river, a really nice river and relaxing river. You're going to see it on my next video. And it's going to be a relaxed one. After you've done so much in the Dolomites and so much of downhill, you're going to enjoy a quiet river in the green, just until you arrive in Venice. If you follow this bike path, you leave the bikes in the deposit, and you take the train and you go in Venice, because you can't ride a bike in Venice. That's no possible. And you take the other one, which is called the Greenway of the Sile River, and you go till the beaches. You arrive in Jesolo, and from Jesolo you have all the 20 to 30 kilometers of beaches, all with cycle paths. So you can also change region and go to Lignano Sabbiadoro, which is another one region.
Wow.
Yes, it's the Veneto.
So if I understand correctly what you were saying, sorry if I interrupt, just to have a clear idea. After you did the whole downhill portion, then the biking becomes easier in terms of,
Absolutely. You can also ride a regular bike, a regular trekking bike, because our part of the cycle paths is all asphalt, mainly. And the e-bikes are only to enjoy without doing too much efforts. So they are bike paths for everybody, I'd say. So if it's possible, just to end this part of the Munich Venice, I'd like to if you can go on with the video that it's on Marca Treviso, if it's possible. Ok, posso... Francesco, sorry, I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? So you can hear me. Okay. I
Julia,
want
go
a little bit. Okay. Now I can hear you. I'd like to comment a little bit on the video because what you've seen, it's what you're going to get in the Treviso area. You're going to get the Canovas Museum and the Gypsoteca, so with all the statues that he left with us and not around the world in the museums. You're going to get Venetian villas along which path you can go with your bike, and then also go in the other province, which is Padova and Brenta's Riviera. You can see, you've seen a lot of wine, a lot of wine areas, because in the Treviso area you have, but I'm going to talk about that later, you have the newest UNESCO World Heritage addiction, which is the Prosecco Hills area. And we have, you have a lot of also military monuments, like you've seen the one, it's in Nervesa. It's in the Nervesa, and because the First World War for us was a huge part of our history. And you're going to see a lot of that history explained also by local people. So the old man you see is going to be also someone you can get along your tourist ride and touristic ride. And it's amazing because everybody wants to talk a little bit about themselves. So as you've seen, with just 160 kilometers of a cycle path, you pass from the highest Dolomites to the lagoon, to the Venetian lagoon, passing through wine, World Heritage, one of the most famous sculpture in the history. So yeah, you have a lot along here, and fantastic food, fantastic wine, and a lot of which you're going to drink with us, definitely. Francesco?
Julia, it looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Just give us a few moments to understand if we can fix and have Francesco back with us.
Okay.
At the same time, I'd like to maybe ask you if you have an additional video on this webinar.
Yes, we have. Do you mean the one you already charged? That, I mean, you added before?
Yes.
Okay,
we can put that on if you want, and give Francesco a few moments to see if we can fix our technical problems. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now it's me, and the other touristic products for us is. Okay.
No, ma devi dirlo tu quale.
Yes,
okay.
We're going to put on the last video, and we're giving a few moments to Francesco to reset his microphone, probably. Yes.
Ok, allora the video is the Claudia Augusta Altinate biciclettando nella storia.
Excellent. Perfect. We're going to put that on right now.
Ok.
Io ho un corso online tutte le sere, che faccio su internet.
Now, can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Now you can hear me. Awesome. You know, this platform it wasn't made in Veneto, that's why it doesn't work. So let's move it along with the presentation.
Okay.
Perfect.
As you can see,
All right.
this is the other important product, byproduct from Donauwörth to Venice that strictly connect Belluno and Treviso to go to Venice. And this is an ancient Roman route that starts from Donauwörth in Germany and across the Romantische Straße, arrive in Füssen, the famous castle of Mickey Mouse for the Americans. And then you can go to the Brenner Pass across the Resia Pass and arrive in Bolzano and Trento, and you go to Venice across the Pre-Alps and the last part of the Dolomites Mountains. And you enter in the province of Belluno from the little town of Lamon. Is a little town famous above all for the beans and the cuisine collegated to the beans. And you can find in Lamon an ancient Roman bridge, as you can see, and a fantastic lake, the Senaiga Lake. Then you go up in the other part. You go up because you go on the Croce d'Aune Pass in the other part, and you arrive in the small village that is famous for the Pom Prussian, for the Prussian apple, a variety that is jealously preserved by the inhabitants who keep farming it in a sustainable way. And then you can go down from this part, and is important for the Americans because you arrive from Croce d'Aune Pass in the most important brewery of Italy. Pedavena Brewery for the year is very, very incredible because you can see an ancient brewery of the 1897, and you can find a particular type of beer, the centenary beer, is very, very incredible. Okay. Lo vede?
Penso di sì.
You see the bar, okay. And in fact, it's very, very important to see the Little Fenice, because in Feltre there is a theater built by the same architect of the Fenice in Venice.
Venice, wow.
And is the modeling of the Fenice. And it's incredible because this theater is the modeling that was used to rebuild the Fenice when Fenice was destroyed by the flame.
Gotcha. Ah, wow.
You go across the Belluno Dolomites National Park, and you can see the motivation of the inscription in the National Park of Italy because of the extraordinary rich wildlife and flora of these lands. And then you can go up from Feltre, you arrive, you pass across the sacred river of Piave, and you arrive in the most important little town of Mel. Mel is one of the most important little town in Italy, and you can see a fantastic castle, Dumelle Castle, the castle of the twins in English, and you can do incredible sports, canyoning in the part of the sub part of the castle. You can see this type of cave, the Blue Grotto in Mel, that is the new attraction in the Val Belluna Valley in this moment. Many tourists can see the Blue Grotto. And then you go up to the Praderadego Pass in this part of the province of Belluno, and from this you enter in the province of Treviso that you visit first of Venice. And then I can show you a video. Now I can pass the ball to to my colleague, part of Treviso.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. There's so much content. It's incredible. Thank you. Go ahead, Giulia.
Hi. Aspetta che can you the schermo? Okay. This okay. I'm going to open the map because I think that we can you can understand us better. Can I take the screen? So you're going to. Okay.
Here you are.
Okay. Okay. So this is the Claudia Augusta. So Giuliano was talking to you that about Mel, this beautiful castle, which is amazing because every week, more or less, they have a group of people that actually do dinner, and which are always full, and you can decide which kind of dinner you want. There was a Harry Potter one, which is amazing. There was a medieval one, which was also amazing. You know, it's really picturesque. And you see the Claudia Augusta, it's this one. I'm going to make a different tour, and I'm going to bring you in the other part of Veneto. So from Trento, instead of going to this area, you go down and you go to Verona, which everybody knows, Romeo and Juliet, the arena. It goes without saying what is Verona. So from this Claudia Augusta, you can see the Garda Lake. You can go down to Verona. You can stay in this part here and also change region also again, and arrive in this point here. It's called Ostiglia, which is a small city in the Emilia-Romagna region. Sorry, the map is a little bit outdated and it's slow.
Gotcha.
Ostiglia is really important because starting 2000 and I think 17, it was completed a cycle path that from Ostiglia brings us to Treviso again. So here we are again in our area. So in this moment, you've done along the Lake Garda. So you've sunbathed there. You've seen opera at the arena, and you cycle past down on the Ostiglia. Then you take the Ostiglia, Treviso Ostiglia, which is this one, and brings you to Treviso, passing through beautiful parts. It's around 70 kilometers, really slow. So everything around Treviso is slow. And passing through Castelfranco, which is a walled city and is amazing. And from Castelfranco, you can go up to Bassano del Grappa, where actually you are going to have grappa. And in Treviso, you are arriving through beautiful national park, regional park, which is the Sile River Park. And this is what you're going to see. You're going to be all around water, in the green, so also in the heated days of our summers, you are protected, and like this, and also with your bikes, so that don't need to be e-bikes, but better, because you arrive really quicker in Treviso, and you have also a natural oasis, which is called Cervara, and you see also rare birds. And it's here. You arrive in Treviso, you leave your bike, and as before, you stay in Treviso and you drink, and or you can go to Venice. I didn't talk about this part here because it was the same. It again passed through Valdobbiadene, which is unfortunately I tried to put on a video, but it was too much, and I hope you're going to see it because they told me it was possible, which is all regarding the Prosecco area and what those people are trying to do to also help you to understand the territory and what it can help, you can offer. So I think it's okay for me. I'm going to.
Yeah, no. I mean, I want to say, I'm sorry that the audio came in and out, but I had a couple of comments about these two major, beautiful tour. I don't know if Giuliano is still with you. He had to go because I know he was pressed by time. But I want to say really what is incredible is the enormous amount of things that you sort of were able to, to give us just a little glimpse in just about 20 minutes. And what it really seemed like, the first portion of the tours, both of them, of course, are characterized by the mountain portion of it, so this beautiful landscape, the small villages, so connected to the locals. And then when you're coming down to the valley, you connect more sort of the art scene, sort of this extraordinarily beautiful city and the valley, and of course the wine thing. So it really is a mind-boggling sort of trip to the region of Veneto, which I think really is in a sense to really summarize a lot of the things that are extraordinary about this land, both from the nature standpoint, so the traditional standpoint, but also of course the culture and so the excellence on the architecture and the art. It really is remarkable. And as we said at the very beginning of this presentation, it really is one endorsement on why you should bike, because you can get that close, probably only by biking, just because you're naturally connected to all the locals, even helping you when you're exhausted and get some great food.
Francisco,
Go ahead.
very important is that you can drink beer and prosecco in few kilometers for the USA.
Perfect. I think that just puts them wonderful. Yes.
And suppressa, which is pork meat, elaboration of pork meat in just 20 kilometers.
Amazing. I wanted to ask to both of you, so a technical question. Giuliano, Julia, I don't know who wants to answer. Especially when you were talking, Giuliano, at the very beginning of the presentation, I saw you divided in different sections and stage, what ideally I think you can do in a day. So what that means, what kind of mileage are we talking about? How many hours you think somebody should feasibly stay on a bike to be able to do that?
4-6 hours a day you can go by bike, and the second product is more difficult than Monaco, Munich, Venice, because the second product is a particular type of an ancient path of the Romans. You can go up, go down, go up, go down continuously, and then in the Munich, Venice, you can go down from Cimabanche Pass, go down to Venice ever.
Got it. Perfect. While, if I understand correctly, not to put it down, the second portion of both tours are just for the nature of the orographic, for the fact that it's easier technically, there's less climbing. And the second part, the one that Julia handles. Am I correct?
My part is naturally easier, except if you want to go to the mountain bike area, to the Nauli. So, but it's a choice. The main one is relaxed. It's just really. And one thing we both forgot, we didn't mention because we were waiting for the last panelist, which had an accident, so couldn't be here, is that
hopefully was not on the bike. Hopefully was not on the bike.
No, it's that, as you said, I'm the president of a business network for the cycle tourism, and mine is specific in Treviso. Therefore, my focus on the Treviso area. Giuliano's have also a couple of bike networks, business network, and every province in Veneto has their specific bike network. This was created so you can have, with just one call, everything you need, from the bikes to the hotels, to lodging, which is specifically bike hotels lodging, to the van if you are tired and your guests, your clients are tired, we pick them up, to everything along the road. So Giuliano's bike network passed the people, the guests to us. We take them from Vittorio or wherever it is, and we bring them to Venice. Venice, they have our colleague who do the same. And this is really important because you have only one reference for everything. And we guarantee for everything, and it's just one person you have to talk to. And that makes the difference.
No, I agree. In fact, I think it's incredible because it's the logistical challenges, especially to really manage your clients across the pond, to bring it in the area that you don't know completely, and have the support of this kind of network. It's essential because really makes a difference, because you can really explain to your clients what it is that it's going to be facing, and also exactly that you're going to have the right assistance, and you know exactly what you're embarking. I think it's phenomenal. So what you were saying, Julia and Giuliano, people can connect with you if they're interested in exploring the chance to actually create packages or also sell packages, because you will be able to connect them with the right tour operators or the people that handle sort of locally all those sort of logistical issues.
I'm going to show you just what's my network, and which basically is the copycat for all the networks in the region. So I'm I have the video.
Perfect. So we're gonna have the next video. Got it. No videos.
So the connection, okay. Cycling in the Venice Garden, that's our name, and it's English. And you can also buy from the site, you can buy the packages. So the routes, you see all the, for example, Treviso Stiglia, which was the one I was talking before.
Yeah.
Like this. Our amenities, where we can stay, and was just inaugurated a hub in close to the Treviso airport, from which you can rent the bike, rent the shoes, rent the dressings, eat, and have all the information, and then go. This is Treviso for you.
Okay.
So
Absolutely.
you have the routes, you have the packages already prepared. So if you want to see some examples, cyclinginthevenicegarden.com.
Perfect. Awesome. This is awesome. And yes, go ahead. Sorry, Julia. Sorry.
No, I'm just trying to close the. Okay. Yes, I'm there.
That's fantastic. I mean, these are really, yeah. I think these are really helpful because, as you know, as I think the testament to that is the large number of people that are joining us today. Because there wasn't just the curiosity for Veneto, but there's a lot of a growing number of enthusiasts in terms of biking, running, that kind of activity in the United States. And so these people I know, they love when they travel to continue their passion, and it seems that this is the exact, you know, the paradise where also because we haven't mentioned yet, or maybe you did because I couldn't hear, but I know also the manufacture of biking is not foreign to you in Veneto. Am I right, Giuliano?
Yes, yes. The manufacturer is very, very important for us, for the equipment and for the bike, because I have the equipment with the Castelli, the brand Castelli, and Julia has the bike with Pinarello, and we have the perfect connection for a cyclist. So you can buy in our outlet everything you can use for the bike tourism. Okay.
And as you can see, we are
just come with an empty suitcase and a credit card. That's all you need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we are friends. So Treviso and Belluno, 60 kilometers apart, we are working together for this. So it's a strange Italian thing, but yeah, we are working together for you. So that's really what's up.
This is fantastic. So I don't want to take too much of your time. I think we covered a lot. All the questions that I'm not gonna sort of go through because I know a lot of attendees have to go in, as well as you, Giuliano. I want to thank you very much. This concludes our webinar today. Thank you, Giuliano. Thank you, Julia. I want to thank all the attendees. You're going to receive, as usual, you know, a survey email. Let us know what you think about these presentations. If you want to have more information, once again, you get all the contact information, all the presenters. We will make sure that you get to them and ask as many questions as you want. Lastly, you know, of course, about the format of this webinar, if you want to have anything changed, let us know because we want to provide you the best possible service. And finally, I want to thank all my colleagues from our Toronto office, Salvatore and Sabrina, from our New York office, Fabrizio and Emanuela, from our New York office, Caterina, Cosmo and Orlando. Thank you very much. See you the next one. Bye.